All right. Well, if you're in Naples, Florida right now, you cannot see your hand in front of your face. The fog is so bad. Oh my goodness. And I thought we were going to have snow. It got all the way down to 50 degrees. Oh my gosh. You know, welcome. Let's do this the right way. Welcome to FGCU Academy Online. Welcome to Balance University Online. I'm your instructor, Chris Williams. We'll be going through Balance University. We'll go through the formalities here. Of course, the goals of Balance University are to keep you strong, mobile, and independent for as long as possible. What I want to make sure you guys understand: 4 pillars to Balance University: strength, posture, flexibility, and then of course balance. We'll be doing 2 exercises per pillar, with the exception of the balance exercises, where we will do 4. Make sure you have something to hold on to, something that's not going to move, something that's not going to roll on you, a counter, a shelf, a dresser, chest of drawers, something like that, something that's not going to move, something not on casters. So your breathing, you want to make sure that you continue to breathe. Unless I instruct you a certain way to breathe, I want you to make sure you're not holding your breath, taking air in, letting air out, just like you normally would. Excuse me, at the end of each pillar, I'll ask for questions. Small class, if you have any questions, just raise your hand and we'll stop. You can unmute your mic and fire away. At the end of class, we will have a Q&A session. If you need something to talk to me about one-on-one, we will do so. Rose or Susan will take you and put you in the waiting room, and then we'll bring you right back in and you and I can speak one-on-one. So other than that, I think that's the formalities of it. Any questions over our last handout? No, that was week 79. All right, we're on week 80. Don't pay attention to the numbers. That is just for me, other instructors, other businesses that use Balance University to reference. All right, so if you ever have any questions, you can use that number to reference which workout that you're talking about, so I can go back and look. So we were talking about the cold weather. Years ago, we went to Texas and watched a football game, and all of my family from Florida were up in the stands, and I was on the sideline, and it was about 55, 60 degrees. Most everyone there was wearing just a light coat, maybe a sweater. I look up and see my family. We have blankets wrapped around us, hoodies on. They were just freezing their little tails off, so it definitely changes you when you live in the warm climate, that's for sure. This morning, we are going to talk about unsung heroes. Unsung heroes. For example, if you've been to your local grocery store lately and you've seen those chili roasted pistachios, those are unsung heroes. Chocolate chip cookies are also unsung heroes, as well as the Psoas Muscle. Right? So the Psoas Muscle is something, I don't know, have many of you heard of the Psoas Muscle, what it does, what its function is? Good, very good. We're going to talk about that and the impacts on balance, but before we get started, this is a statistic that I use every lecture. Every 11 seconds, an older person is treated in the ER for a fall-related injury. Every 18 minutes, someone dies from a fall-related injury. These statistics from the National Council on Aging and the CDC, and I use those on a regular basis whenever I'm giving my lectures. 80% of hospital patient falls are not witnessed by the staff. So the point of that statistic is let's keep you from going into the hospital, because 80% of those falls are not witnessed. And it's really hard to try to figure out what's going on if someone's fallen. I have someone I'm working with now, fell in the shower, shattered their femur and their kneecap. Surgery was done, put a rod in the femur. About 6 months after the surgery, the bone did not graft to the rod. It did not function the way it was supposed to. The rod fell out from the middle of that femur bone straight down into her knee. She could no longer bend her knee. And so they had to go back in and redo it, and that has created 9 kinds of problems, right? One of the biggest challenges for us, though, is in the shower, right? How do you wash your hair, especially if you have balance problems? The best thing to do is to sit down, you know. So I had someone tell me, well, I try to close one eye and just use the other eye to open. I'm like, yeah, how's that working out for you? All that shampoo in your eye. So when we talk about the psoas muscle can prevent or can present a lot of dysfunction, a lot of lower back pain, and a lot of gait dysfunction, right? This muscle actually connects to your spine, right, and goes all the way through the pelvis and connects to the femur on the inner part of the femur. All this is on your handout. When you get it, make sure you print it out, or at least go and click on the links to the resources page, okay? This is the psoas muscle, and this is where it is, what it looks like. There's also another muscle here called your piriformis that connects here, and that's equally as important. Now, the deal with the psoas muscle is it determines or helps us determine our balance center of mass. That's how important it is, right? It can impact our balance center of mass. How many of us sit a good part of the day? Well, what happens is that psoas muscle shortens. And what it does is it shortens, it pulls on that spine, and it can create lower back pain. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to find a wall, okay? Let's find a wall, and I want you to put your back against the wall. Put your heels and back against the wall, okay? Now, what we're going to do is determine where our balance center of mass is, okay? We've got our back against the wall, our heels against the wall. Be careful here. There's only so far you're going to be able to bend over before you go forward, before you can't bend anymore. So I'm going to bend, and as I bend over, I'm going to feel a lot of weight begin to move to the front of my feet. And eventually I'm going to get to the point where I have to take a step forward. Go ahead and give it a try. Be careful. Go as far as you can, and when you have to take that step, that's right. Now, here's the difference. Let's move away from the wall now, okay? And now, to find my balance center of mass, I want to go down and touch my toes. That's the goal. Watch my rear end. If I'm up against the wall, my rear end can't move. But not being against the wall, you see how my bottom goes back? What happens is now I'm able to adjust and maintain my balance center of mass. I'm able to go down and touch my toes. That psoas muscle, if it is tight, will prevent you from being able to reach down and touch those toes. It can also cause you quite a bit of back pain. And as we get older, bad habits such as slouching and inactivity cause muscle fatigue and tension and ultimately lead to poor posture. You can find more research on that balance center of mass and the importance of the psoas muscle. You guys know I don't want to take a whole lot of time. We're chewing up time now, but this is important. The psoas muscle may be the most important muscle in your body. Without this essential muscle group, you wouldn't even be able to get out of bed in the morning. In fact, whether you run, bike, dance, practice yoga, or just hang out on your couch, your psoas muscle is involved. Because your psoas muscle is a primary muscle connector between your torso and legs. In fact, it is the only muscle that connects your torso to your legs. How does it impact our balance? Well, structurally, the psoas is deep inside our core. The way a tight psoas, you may experience the lower back pain in your hips, especially when lifting your legs. It can also prevent you from being able to get up out of a chair because it's so tight, it's pulling down on that spine. Not only that, this is caused by muscles compressing on the discs in the lumbar region of your back. Stretching your muscles and releasing the tension on the psoas is the best way to prevent this from happening. It takes time and daily attention to keep your psoas muscle relaxed, stretched, and strong. So if you go through your handout, you'll learn that a tight psoas can impact your leg strength. And that's what we're ultimately after. Not only that, but cause pain, especially in the lower back. So a quick synopsis, guys, is just that. Making sure that we keep our psoas muscle nice and healthy will prevent back pain. It will also help us. Most of the time you see people with back pain, they'll change the way they walk in order to accommodate and not be in pain. Not only that, it weakens our legs. So how do we stretch a psoas? Well, there's a couple of different ways, very similar to stretch the piriformis. Really quickly, we're going to get started. We're going to sit down. All right, I want you to sit in your chair. And we're going to go, and if you have hip replacements, I don't want you to do this. If you have a total joint replacement in the hip, don't do this, right? Because if we're going to cross the midline, that hip will come out. You're just simply going to cross your leg. Now, if that's difficult for you, start at the ankle, grab a towel or grab a band, and wrap it around your ankle, and you're going to pull that up as high as you can. You're going to feel a tremendous stretch here in this area, right? And what that is that's really stretching a muscle called the piriformis, but it also is going to help hit our psoas as well, right? We're going to lean forward, thumbs to the sky. We do this all the time. And you're just going to hold that for 20 seconds, all right? Let's do the other side really quickly. So we'll flip it around, okay? Remember, if you have total joint replacements in the hips, you don't want to do this. All right, you may notice that one side is tighter than the other. That's normal. You're just going to lean forward. That's it. And relax. Very good. So, an unsung hero, you don't hear about it often. Hopefully, today as you're sitting down watching TV, enjoying your Friday, you remember to do that stretch and keep a nice healthy psoas, okay? A lot of great football on this weekend, so you'll have a chance to do that while you watch football. Let's get started, guys. Let's hop on to our assessments here. All right. Okay. We're going to start with our chair to the left. Okay. We're going to start with our feet hip width apart. Hand on the chair, nice and tall. Find your focal point. We're a little high on our camera today. Let's see if we can make a little adjustment here. All right, how does that? Good, that's better. All right, feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, core tight, shoulders back. Hand on the chair, close your eyes. Get your bearings. For 15 seconds, we're going to stand in this position. Time begins now. Good. That's it. If you feel comfortable and confident, of course, you can raise your hand off that chair. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Let's move those feet as close together as we can get them. Same verbal cues, nice and tall. All right. Core tight, shoulders back, knees slightly bent, eyes closed. Get your bearings. Time begins now. If you feel comfortable, you can lift your hand up off that chair. Very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Eyes open. Now we're going to stand on one foot, okay? So we're going to start first round, eyes open. Again, nice and tall, core tight. That just means pull that belly button in, flex those abdominal muscles. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Bend your knee. Bring that right foot up in the air, not behind you, not in front of you, just right underneath you. Okay, time begins now. Your eyes are open so you can find something in front of you to stare at and focus on. That's it. If you feel comfortable and confident, you can raise your hand. Maybe go to 1 or 2 fingers. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing. This time we're going to close our eyes, okay? Listen very carefully. We're going to go through a couple of setup steps here. Go ahead and shift your weight to your left foot. We're going to raise our right heel in the air. Bend your left knee. Close your eyes. Get your bearings. If you're a little unsure, not very confident here, I want you to stay in this position, okay? If you feel confident, I want everyone to be safe. Let's go ahead and lift that right leg up into the air. Eyes closed. Time begins now. Stay close to that chair. Good. Stay safe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Let's rotate the chair to the other side. Good. All right. Sorry, guys. That's it. Okay. I just want to make sure you can see my feet. So, same thing. First time, eyes open. We'll be standing on one leg, the right leg. So let's shift our weight to our right foot. Bend your knee, core tight, shoulders back. Bring that left foot up into the air. Eyes open, so find your focal point. Time begins now. Good. And of course, you'll feel better balanced on one side than the other. Most of us, that's quite normal. Okay, want to make sure you keep those shoulders back, no slouching. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Same thing, this time with our eyes closed. We're going to shift our weight to our right leg. We're going to bring our left heel into the air. Shoulders back, core tight. Eyes closed. Get your bearings. If you feel comfortable and confident, let's go ahead and lift that left foot up into the air. Time begins now. I want everyone to be safe. If you need to continue to hold on, do so. Most of us will. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Excellent. Any questions there? Those are our assessments. We do those every round. Do not get discouraged if the balancing on one leg with your eyes closed is difficult. That is always hard. Just goes to show you how important vision is to our balance. I want to encourage all of us to make sure you get your eyes checked, your ears checked at least once a year. The vestibular system is extremely important to our balance. Grab a shot of water. We're going to take about 20 seconds here. And we're going to come back to our chair on the left side. Oops. Okay. Man, I don't know where you guys are in the country. I hope you're safe. We're having some really gnarly weather. Of course, I told you about the gnarly weather we've been having here in Southwest Florida. So, I mean, it's, let's see, it's 65 degrees. But it is foggy, so don't feel like we're you know, in the clear here. We're suffering just like everyone else. Sorry, I can't help myself. Moving into the strength pillar, okay? Leg strength is extremely important for us. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go through a series of exercises that's going to look a lot different than what we've done. Most of the things we're doing today is a progression on what we've done in the past. So if I see you may be having trouble, just sit tight. I'll give you a modification. In other words, I'll give you an option that could help you become or be more efficient during the movement. So we're going to be standing a lot today. Go at your own pace. First thing we're going to do, okay, is a heel slide. But we're going to be doing a heel slide while we're standing. So what does that look like? Well, we're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Let me demonstrate and then you guys can follow. I'm going to place my foot in front of me with my heel in the air. Foot in front of me with my heel in the air. Now here we go. With my left leg, I'm going to bend down so that my right foot slides forward. And then I'm going to stand right back up and my foot is going to slide backwards. Okay, that's a lot of words. Let me show you. This is easier. So I'm bending down. My heel slides forward. My leg moves forward. Stand up. My leg slides back. So that's the movement there. You can use that right foot and place a little bit of weight. Obviously, you cannot put any weight on it as you slide it, but when you get to the terminal point, you can pause there, slide it back, pause here. Go at your own pace, go at your own depth, know your limits, push yourself if you can. Let's begin. All right, nice and tall, find a focal point. We're going to squat down, slide that leg, stick your bottom out, and come right back up. That's it. You're going to push that leg out, slide it out, that's it. And then come right back up. Very good. And this is 3, that's it. And up, very good. And 4, this would be good. Good for leg strength, helping you get up out of a chair, that's it. And slide, pause, and we're up. Good, keeping those shoulders back, don't slouch. Slide forward, stick your bottom out, and slide back. Last time, we're going forward and backwards. Good, good, good. Let's take that chair to the opposite side. Everyone understand that exercise? That's all we're doing is really, at the end of the day, we're just bending down and coming up. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Touching the floor, ideally, but depending what surface you're on, it may not slide very well. So if you need to leave it in the air and let it hover a little bit, that's fine. But correct. Yes, ma'am. Yep. All right, here we go. We're going to do now, the left leg is going to be sliding. All right, nice and tall, core tight. We've got our heel out in front of us, the left foot. And let's begin. Sticking our bottom out, moving that foot forward, and coming right back up. That's it. Moving forward, and up. You got it. And 3. I want to have my weight on my heel right here. And 4. Good. And 5. That's it. 6. Good. And like I'm on tile right here, 7. So I'm having to pick my foot up a little bit because it won't slide. But if I were on carpet, if I had socks on carpet, it would slide pretty well. Good. And rest. Excellent. So that's our progression from our heel slides. You know our heel slides we do every morning when we wake up. How many of you are doing your heel slides when you wake up in the morning? Ha ha. Good. All right. Work on that. Keeping the chair right where it's at. Second exercise in our strength pillar. What we're going to do, we're going to do a leg lateral. Let me demonstrate. We're going to place all of our weight on the right leg, left foot in the air. We're going to go out. Now, 2-part exercise. We're down, we're up, and in. Let me show you again from the side. So we're going out, down, up, and in. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep this leg in the air if you can, okay? Here we go. Hold on if you need to. Core tight, chest back. All of our weight on that right foot, left leg in the air, and let's begin. We're going out. Now we're going down, up, and in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take your time with it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great job. Shake it out. Let's move that chair to the other side. Good, good. you can kind of see the theme here. These progressions, they make things a little more difficult. This is a good thing. You can't do the same thing over and over. The body will not change. It will reach what we call homeostasis. Perfect example, not picking on anyone. Think about these guys that go in and do the same routines. Or, you guys remember aerobics, right? Or jazzercise or Zumba. A lot of people go in, they lose a lot of weight in the first month, second month a little more, third month they tend to plateau. How many of you have heard plateau? What happens is your body is an extremely efficient machine. It learns how to limit stress. Your body doesn't like stress. That's why it tries to find homeostasis. Whether it be physical or mental, your body will find a place to survive, right? When you're dealing with mental stress, usually it's in the form of weight. You find a set point, you generally weigh the same weight for years and years and years, because that's where the body's comfortable. That's where it handles its stress. What happens is your body learns as you move through these movements, doing the same things over and over again. I don't need that muscle. I don't need that muscle. You two are the only ones I need. Y'all come with me. By changing things up and progressing them, the body, wait, what are we doing? I don't know what we're doing. Everybody's got to come because I don't know who we're going to need, right? So you're activating more muscle tissue, burning more calories, creating more work for the brain, improving our balance. Does that make sense? Okay, here we go. Same thing. Shifting our weight to our left foot, right foot in the air. I still have my knee slightly bent. Find your focal point. Let's go out, down just a touch, up, and in. Try to keep that knee over your toe. 1, keeping that knee over a toe. Don't let it bend in or out. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 more. 1, 2. That's it. 3, and 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And rest. Grab a shot of water if you need to. Excellent. We will return back to that first exercise, the standing heel slide. Okay? And let's begin. Nice and tall. Shifting our weight to our left foot. Bringing that right leg into the air. Placing the heel on the ground. And we're going to slide it out. Stick your bottom out. Shift your weight to your heel. And come right back to start position. So that right leg is just going forward and backwards. Good, good, good. And 3. Good. Remember, keep that back flat. And 4. Don't let that back roll on you. Keep it flat. Stick that bottom out. And 5. Good. And 6. That's it. 2 more. 7. Well done. Last one. And 8. And back. Good. Let's rotate our chair. Shake it out. Okay. Nice and tall. Right knee slightly bent. Heel of my left foot on the ground. And begin. We're going to descend. 1. And coming right back up. 2. Stick that bottom out. 3. That's it. Make sure your knees follow on your toes. Don't let it cave in or go outwards. 4. Good. And 5. 6. 2 more. 7. Last one. 8. And rest. Good, good. How many of you feel your legs shaking when you go down? I do. That's a good thing. What that means is that in this particular movement, that leg is really, those muscles and that synergy, those muscles trying to work together to get you down and up are maxed out. They're at their limit. They're trying to recruit as much as they can. That's why they're shaking, right? That's a good thing, okay? All right, here we go. Sticking with the same leg, going back to our leg lateral with our little pop squat, okay, our little pistol squat. Let's shift our weight to our right leg, bend that knee, core tight, shoulders back. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Try to keep this leg in the air if you can. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 more. 1, 2, keep it out there. 3, that's it. And 4, last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well done. Let's flip that chair. Good, good, good. Same thing, nice and tall, core tight. Shift our weight to our left foot, right leg in the air, and let's begin. 1, take your time. 2, 3, and 4. Great job, Michelle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good, Gwen. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You see how I'm keeping my nose over my toes? 1, that's how I'm keeping my balance there. 2, 3, and 4. Good job, Marlou. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time. 1, 2. Good, Martha. 3, and 4. Shake it out. Well done. Well done. Those 2 exercises have been progressed. We did what was called a progression. We made it harder. Modification means we made it easier. Any questions? That's our strength pillar. You can certainly tell a difference. Fire away, Gwen. Yes. Yep. 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 Actually, Gwen, that's actually a little harder. So, I mean, that's even extra credit for you. So, good. Good, good. That's why I like doing hill slides in class. Most of the time we're in a carpeted area, carpeted room, and everyone has rubber-soled shoes. You know how hard it is to slide rubber-soled shoes on carpet and pull them back? I love it. So, real quick, I want you guys to think about something as we go through class today. If there's anything that I haven't covered that you would like to hear, I want you to think about that, and at the end of class, let me know. Or when it pops into your head, fire away so you don't forget, right? All right, I try to cover a lot of different topics. There's a lot of information out there. My goal is to give you fact-based information, right? Give you the best information that I can. Everything I have that we talk about is available on my website at the references and sources page. You can go in and see exactly where I'm pulling this information from. So, all right, no questions? Let's go ahead and move into our posture pillar. Oh boy. Okay. Again, a progression in the first exercise. This first exercise we're going to do in our posture pillar is, let me show you, let me demonstrate, you guys can follow. It's going to be a progression on our position, our balance position of confidence exercise. Just jot that down real quick. It's going to be a modification on our balance position of confidence exercise with the shoulder swing. So what does that look like? Well, the goal is to provide or give you or put you rather into a proprioceptively enriched environment. Big fancy word for stable but unstable. This may be a little unstable for most. For you guys in class here, it's probably not that big of a challenge. You guys have been with me for a while. You're pretty good at this. You got it down. So, how do we make that just a teeny weeny bit harder? Well, we're going to stand on one leg. We're going to kick, instead of having our right leg on the ground, we're going to kick it back and have it in the air. So it looks like this. Now, your natural tendency is going to want to go forward. You're going to fight that. You're going to activate that core, squeeze that glute, and from this position, we're going to perform our reverse shoulder swings. You got it. So here we go, everyone together. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Right leg goes back. Nice and tall, core tight. If you're a little unstable here, you can put the foot on the ground. You can do it with one hand. We're going to take both hands in the air, pinkies touching, and we're going out, push back, and in. That's it. Now that leg going backwards, try to keep it straight as possible. You don't want to bend at the knee. Good. Nice and slow. And 3. Good. Keeping those arms shoulder height. 4. That's it. And 5. You got it. And 6. 2 more. 7. Last one. And 8. And relax. Good. Good, good. Let's flip that chair around and we'll do the other side. Same thing. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot. Bend your knee. Don't lock your knee. Never, never, never. You never want to lock the joint. Kick that left leg back. Shoulders back. Core tight. Hands up. And we're going out. Push, push, push. And in. Now remember, if you're having trouble balancing here, you can use one hand. Good. There's 2. That's it. Or you can put that toes on the ground. 3. Good. 4. I want to try to keep that left leg as straight as possible. Really want to contract that glute right there. 5. 3 more. Push back, push back. 6. 7. And 8. Push, push, push. And relax. Awesome. Catch your breath. Grab a shot of water if you need it. So, very similar to what we've just done. You guys catch your breath, get a shot of water. I'll explain while you do that. What we're going to do is a progression again to our reach and raise. So here, we're in our standing position, feet hip width apart. We're holding our imaginary ball. We're going to go down, right? And as we come up, we're going to reach as high as we can. And I'm going to kick my right leg back. And I'm going to lean forward into a reach. Coming back to start position and down. Then I'll come up, shift, kick back, reach, back to start position, and down. Okay, everybody got it? A lot of moving parts here, right? I know we look like the Rockettes, a lot of choreography. So here we go. We're going to start with the right leg going back, okay? So let's start, feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent. We've got our ball. Again, if you need to hold on, please do so. I want everyone to be safe. We're going to go down, bending more at the waist than the knees, guys. More at the waist than the knees. Coming up. Hands over our head. We're going to shift our weight. Bring our right leg back. As we do, we're going to lean forward. Coming up and down. That's it. And up and up. Shift to the right leg. Left leg goes back. Reach. And then back to the ground. And then my hands to the ground. That's it. So we're up. Shift your weight to your left leg. Right leg goes back. Reach. That's it. And down. And down. Good. And up. And up, shifting my weight to my right leg. Left leg's going back as I reach. That's it. And down. And down. Last two. And up. And up. Shift to the left foot. Right leg goes back as I reach. Back to start position. And down. And down. This is the last one. And up. And up. We're going to shift to the right foot. Left leg goes back. And rest. Good. Well done. Got me sweating too. I'm sweating too, Kieran. Good job. All right. So, catch your breath. We're going to go back to our reverse shoulder swings again, okay? So not only has the intensity increased, but also the volume, right? And that's all in an effort to continually improve and get better. Think about where you started and think about where you are now, right? You cannot walk into the woods 5 miles, turn around and walk out in 1. So it takes time. Kudos to all of you here for being able to do these exercises. These are not easy, okay? Chair on the right side, all right? Yes, we're going to shift our weight. Left leg goes back, hands out in front of us, nice and tall, core tight, and we're opening, push, and close, nice and smooth. Touch those pinkies. And 2, good. Keep that leg straight. 3, that's it. 4, 5, 6, push, push, push. 7, and 8, and relax. Awesome. Let's flip that chair. I'm going to steal a quick shot of water here. Okay. Shifting our weight to our left leg, knee slightly bent. Right leg goes back. Hands in front of us. And we're out and in. Really push. I want to stretch that chest out and out. Squeeze that glute and in. Touch those pinkies. Good. This is 4 and 5. That's it. If you're having trouble, you can use one hand. 6. Or you can use those toes. 7. Last one. And 8. And rest. Awesome. Whew. Good job. I mean, what else would you rather be doing on a Friday morning? Sleeping? Sitting on the beach drinking mimosas? Come on. All right. Here we go. We're going to start. Remember, this is our reach and raise. We're going to kick the right leg back first, okay? Kicking the right leg back first. Holding our imaginary ball. Our feet are hip width apart. If you notice it's difficult for you to shift your weight and kick your leg back, maybe narrow your base just a bit. You don't want your feet too close together, right? But if you do find it hard to shift and kick it back, Maybe you're having to take a gather step. Just narrow your base a touch, okay? We've got our imaginary ball, right leg going back first, and let's begin. We're going to go down. That's it. We're coming up. Hands going over. Our right leg's going backwards first, so we're going to shift to the left leg. Right leg goes back. I'm going to reach. Come back to start position. And down. Good. And up. Hands up. Now it's our left leg going back. So we're going to shift to the right foot. Left leg goes back. And I reach. And back to start position. Good. Good, good. There you go. That way to keep challenging yourself. Well done. We're down. And up. Hands up. Push back. Shift to the left. Right leg goes back. And I'm going to reach. And up. And down. Awesome. And up. And up. Push back. Shift. Left leg goes back. Good, good, good. And start. Perfect, Michelle. Well done. And down. Last two. And down. And up. And up. Push back. Shift to the left foot. Right leg goes back. Good, Marlou, Gwen. Fantastic. Down. Last time. And down. And up. And hands up. Shifted to the right leg. Left leg goes back. And reach. Good, Martha. Good, Karen. Right away to keep challenging yourself. And rest. Perfect. Well done. Well done. That is our posture pillar. So what that means is those exercises are primarily focused at helping us improve our posture. Today, it was our core, right? We generally focus on the upper back, the core, which is defined as being from shoulders to knees. However, when people refer to the core, the general area they're talking about, most people are talking about are just your abs, although that is not the defined area, right? So just have that in mind whenever you hear core. Any questions? All right, grab a shot of water. We're going to go into the flexibility pillar, my favorite, because we get to sit down. All right. Good. Okay. In our chairs, really simple today, all right? I'm not going to mess with the camera anymore, guys. You know what I'm doing. We're going to just be at the middle or the end of our chair. My left leg's going out in front of me. My right leg is at a 90. Excuse me, I'm going to take both hands and just slide down, and I'm going to hold for 20 seconds. It's okay if your knees bent. It's okay if your toes pointing straight or pointing to the sky. That's okay. As long as you're feeling a pull in the back of the leg, the back of the calf, the back of the knee, you're doing this correctly. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. And now we're going to switch. All right, we'll take our right leg out in front of us, left leg bent at a 90, both hands. We're going to slide down and hold. You may notice you're a little more flexible on one side than the other. That's normal. Good. Holding for 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. Now I have both legs at 90-degree angles. My feet are as wide as the legs of my chair. Going to take both hands and go straight down to the ground. I'm going to try to put my palms flat on the ground. If I can't, that's my aim. If I can't, and it's easy, I'm going to start working my hands backwards. Now, that's it. If you need to flip your hands over because you can't bend your hands backwards, that's okay. And you use your fingertips to reach back. That's what we want. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now remember your piriformis, your psoas stretch, right? Where we're crossing the leg over. We did that in the beginning of class, but I want to make sure you guys try doing that. Commit to it for a week. And even if you don't have any back pain, even if you're perfectly fine, commit to it for a week. Let me know what you think. It makes a ton of difference, all right, in your flexibility, in the way you move, in your mobility. We're going to sit back into our chair, okay? Now my back is not touching the back of the chair. I'm going to take my left hand, reach underneath and hold my chair. This is our cervical stretch, our neck stretch we're doing here. Taking our right hand across our belly, our stomachs, and then I'm going to lean and look to the right. So my left hand is holding the bottom of the chair, but I'm leaning and looking to the right. I'm going to look up. I'm going to look down. I'm going to find that point there where I feel this stretch the most. I'm just going to hold steady. Good. I don't want to kill it. Just want to feel a nice, comfortable stretch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Okay, let's flip that over. Now my right hand is going to hold underneath my chair. Left hand is going across the stomach. Leaning and looking to the left. All right, so I'm going to lean and look up. I'm going to look down. I'm going to find that stretch there where I feel it really good. And I'm just going to hold 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Well done. All right. Go ahead. That's our flexibility pillar today. Does anyone have any questions? Awesome. Quick drink if you need it or if you'd like. We're coming right back and we're going to get into our balance pillar. Perfect. We'll start with a chair on our left side. All right. You ever write notes down on something and then you forget what you meant? That's not what happened here. That's not what happened here at all. I got it. There's a lot of abbreviations and a lot of acronyms over here, man. Let me tell you. All right. Oh, geez. Very true. Very true. All right. Here we go. We're going to stand up nice and tall. Let me demonstrate and then you guys follow, okay? We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. My right leg is in the air. I'm going to bend. I'm going to point down, come up, and across. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now notice, when I do that, my shoulders don't turn, right? So I do not have very much mobility in my hip, as you can see, but I do have enough to get my knee across my belt, okay? So we'll all have different levels of range of motion here, but what I don't want to do is I don't want to bend my foot, right? I want to make sure my knee stays over my toe. I cross that midline, keeping my shoulders flat. I don't want to turn them. Coming back, going down, okay? All right, here we go. We'll walk through it. Best way to learn it is to do it. Shifting our weight to our left foot. Nice and tall, core tight. Bringing that right leg up. We're going to go down, up, across to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, good. 2, 3, and 4. It's okay if you can turn your hips a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let me give you a little angle. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And rest. Woo, woo. Shake that out. My goodness. Good, good. Let's rotate. Let's rotate. Awesome. Yeah, well, just celebrated my 12th anniversary of my 30th birthday. Is that how we do it? All right, here we go. Shifting your weight to your right foot, same thing. Okay, remember, keep that knee bent. Bringing that leg up. And let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And rest. Shake it out. You notice that lower leg is really working, right? It's a lot more than what you've been feeling because the exercise is so different than what we've done. Okay, this is a good thing. Now, second exercise is we're going to have a leg lateral. We're going to move with the leg abducted, with it away. We're going to move it forwards and backwards. Now, almost like a grandfather clock, okay? Once that leg is away, it's going to stay there. And we're just going to move it from front to back. Again, try not to allow your body to give in, right? You want to have a nice neutral spine. You don't want to lean forward, lean too far backwards, okay? And then all of our range of motion will look different. So I want everyone to be efficient during the movement. So if the furthest distance you can move your foot is here, that's fine. So long as you're not leaning forward and leaning backwards, okay? Everyone got it? Let's begin. Shift our weight to our right foot, knee slightly bent, left leg is away, abducted. Let's go forward first, 1, now backwards, 2, 1, 2, and 1, and 2, that's it, different angle, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 more, 1, 2, keep your knee bent, find your focal point, last one, and rest. Awesome. Flip that chair around. Good, good. We're running a little long again today. If you need to go, I completely understand. All right, here we go. Shifting the weight to the left leg. Right leg in the air. And we're away, abduct. Let's go forward first. 1 and 2. 1, eliminate momentum. 2, good. I want to see a nice pause. That's it. No swifting, no drifting with the shoulders. Good. And 2, 4 more. 1 and 2 1 and 2. That's it. 2 more. 1 and 2. Last one. 1 and 2. And rest. Shake it out, boy. Good, good, good stuff. I love it. I love it. Everyone's dancing. That's a good sign. Okay. Easy stuff now. All right. We have 2 more exercises. That includes the single leg balance. Let me show you what we're doing. Easy stuff compared to what we've done in class previously. All we're doing is marching with a pause. So up, up. That's it. Pause. Pause. Okay? We're going to do that for 60 seconds. We'll balance on one leg for 60 seconds and we're out of here, okay? Here we go. Let's start with our feet a little more narrow than hip width. Let's start with bringing our right leg up in the air, okay? So ready? And let's begin. Right leg's up. Pause. Shift. Pause. That's it. Back and forth. Try to get that leg high as you can, at least parallel to the ground. That's it. Let me give you a different angle. Nice and tall, shoulders back. Easy peasy here. Good. Shifting and lifting. Halfway there. A little more than halfway. That's it. Stay engaged. Core tight. Good. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. Catch your breath. Grab a shot of water. We're finishing up with our single leg balance. 60 seconds. All right. Okay, here we go. Chair on the left side. Deep breath. Find your focal point. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. Right foot in the air. Time begins now. Seconds have passed. 20. 30. 40. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Well done. Let's flip it over. How do we do? Good. Awesome. Well done. All right, here we go. Same thing, other side. Nice and tall. Deep breath. Find your focal point. Let's shift your weight to your right foot. Left foot in the air. Time begins now. Keep that knee slightly bent. Keep that nose forward. 10 seconds. 20. 30. 40. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time! All right. Great class. That was tough. Got you, Marlou. Good. Well done. Great job, everyone. Thank you very much. Of course, FGCU Academy Online is very grateful to have you. Shoot away, Mar. Go ahead, Marlou. Stretch it. Stretch it. Let's start with stretching. Best way to stretch that area. Oh, you're cramping? Yeah. Cramp, usually it's water, not always. All right? So drink water. Alongside water, you need electrolytes. Electrolytes control the water balance in and out of the cells. So potassium, magnesium, calcium, sodium, those are your electrolytes. You're looking for things that have that in it. Bananas, broccoli, leafy vegetables. The way you stretch, if you ever cramp, stretch that immediately. As soon as you feel that cramp coming on, you want to sit up in bed and stretch, or find you an edge of a bed, a chair, stick that leg in, and then stretch it. That's the best way to stretch the hamstrings, okay? Oh, you're very welcome. If that doesn't help, let me know. You too. Thank you, guys. Second edition of Balance University is available at mybalanceuniversity.com. Remember your homework. Check your emails. You guys have a great weekend. Make somebody smile. Good job. Good. All right. Yes, Susan, you too. Thank you very much. We're hanging in there. You too. Thank you. Bye.